Rick Rubin, a renowned music producer, and host Aubrey Marcus engage in a conversation about creativity, the creative process, and personal experiences that have shaped their artistic journeys. Rubin shares insights from his book, The Creative Act, and discusses the importance of staying true to oneself in the creative process. Marcus reflects on his journey with plant medicine, which has been a catalyst for his deeper understanding of the divine and his creative expression. He acknowledges that without plant medicine, he may not have reached the same level of spiritual awareness and creativity that he has today. Rick Rubin, on the other hand, reveals that he has never had psychedelic experiences from drugs, but has experienced profound moments of creativity through other means such as breathwork and spiritual practices. Both Rubin and Marcus agree that the creative act itself can be a psychedelic experience. They discuss the process of surrendering to inspiration and allowing creativity to flow through them. Rubin emphasizes the importance of being true to oneself and following one's unique path in the creative journey. He mentions that the best work often divides the audience, with some loving it and others hating it, highlighting the subjective nature of art. Marcus shares his struggle with having numerous creative ideas and the challenge of deciding which ones to pursue. Rubin advises him to pay attention to the ideas that resonate the most and to let them take on a life of their own. He emphasizes the importance of working diligently on creative projects and having a practice of showing up consistently, even when inspiration may not strike. Both Rubin and Marcus discuss the balance between surrendering to inspiration and putting in the effort and willpower to bring creative ideas to fruition. They highlight the importance of having a strong work ethic and committing to the creative process, even when faced with challenges or setbacks. Rubin mentions the need to experiment and iterate on creative projects, sometimes going back to the initial spark of inspiration to find the true essence of the work. Marcus describes the feeling of a click that occurs when he knows he has tapped into something special in his creative process. Rubin agrees, noting that there are moments of clarity and inspiration that signal when a project is on the right track. They discuss the importance of recognizing these moments and allowing them to guide the direction of creative work. Rubin and Marcus touch on the idea that creative projects can take unexpected turns and evolve in ways that may differ from the initial vision. They stress the importance of being open to change and allowing creative ideas to grow and develop organically. Rubin mentions the common phenomenon in the music industry where demos are often considered better than the final album, highlighting the need to continually reassess and refine creative work. Rubin goes on to discuss his creative process and experiences working with various artists. He shares insights on the impact of psychological and cosmological forces on the creative process, particularly the concept of perfectionism and resistance. Drawing from his collaboration with comedian Andrew Dice Clay, Rubin highlights the struggle artists face when seeking acceptance and approval from both their audience and the mainstream world. He also mentions the challenges bands like System of a Down and Rage Against the Machine encounter when internal conflicts lead to their breakup, despite their collective power as a unit. Rubin's collaboration with Kennedy for a Super Bowl commercial serves as a real-life example of his creative process under pressure. With only 36 hours to create a new commercial after the initial one was rejected, Rubin and his team quickly brainstormed ideas and produced 3 rough drafts in the first day. The chosen commercial, which repurposed an old ad for John Kennedy into a hip-hop style for Robert Kennedy, aimed to evoke nostalgia and positivity amidst the current climate of angry and divisive political ads. Despite the tight deadline and legal challenges, the commercial resonated with viewers and sparked conversations, reaching millions of people during and after the Super Bowl. The power of art as a form of expression and therapy is a recurring theme in Rubin's work. He mentions artists like Melody Gardot, who found healing and purpose through singing despite her blindness. Rubin emphasizes how music and art can save lives and provide an outlet for emotions that may not find expression in other aspects of life. He also touches on the transformative nature of art, where artists who may not fit into societal norms find solace and success through their creative endeavors. The podcast delves into the importance of channeling emotions into art rather than letting them manifest in destructive ways. Rubin references legendary hip-hop groups like NWA, who channeled their anger into their music, creating iconic and powerful works that resonated with audiences. He contrasts this with the experience of seeing the Prodigy perform live, where the intensity of their early music felt forced and lacking authenticity after years of repetition. Rubin highlights the impact of genuine emotion and authenticity in art, noting how artists like Nick Cave can still evoke fear and power through their performances even in their later years. The discussion also touches on the negative impact of social media culture, where individuals may face criticism and ridicule for sharing their artistic expressions. Rubin expresses concern over the tendency to tear down artists who are vulnerable and stretching their creative boundaries, emphasizing the importance of supporting and encouraging artistic endeavors rather than stifling them. Both Marcus and Rubin discuss the significance of freedom of speech and the ability to explore consciousness without restrictions. They touch upon the importance of upholding the First Amendment and the right to express oneself authentically, whether through art, music, or personal beliefs. Rubin shares insights into the challenges faced by artists in the music industry, including the pressure to conform to certain standards or metrics of success. He encourages artists to stay true to their unique voice and not succumb to the temptation of modifying their art to fit a particular mold. The conversation also explores the profound connection between artists and nature, particularly the ocean. Rubin describes how being near water or mountains can inspire creativity and serve as a source of spiritual refuge. He reflects on the idea of being the artist of one's own life and painting a masterpiece with each experience. Marcus and Rubin discuss the detrimental effects of incessant comparison in the creative process. They emphasize the importance of playing one's own hand and staying true to one's unique experiences and perspective. Rubin shares a metaphor of the flute, symbolizing the individuality and authenticity of each artist's expression. Rubin reflects on a car accident that left him with scars and physical changes, emphasizing his acceptance of the experience as a part of his identity. He shares his decision not to undergo extensive surgeries to alter his appearance, choosing instead to embrace the accident as a part of his life story. As the conversation comes to a close, they discuss the importance of living in the present moment and fully embracing one's unique journey. Rubin leaves listeners with a message of self-acceptance and authenticity in creative expression.